You find yourself asking a question that feels enormous, personal, and maybe even a little intimidating. Is there someone to help me to be transgender? It's a question that carries weight, doesn't it? Not just because it's about who you are, but because it touches on your sense of belonging, your safety, your future, and how you want to move through this world. So, let's pause here for a moment. Take a deep breath. This question, your question, is valid, and it's brave to even ask it. It's okay to not have all the answers right now. The path you're exploring isn't necessarily straightforward, but it is your path, and it deserves care, attention, and understanding. Let's talk about it together. When you ask if there's someone to help, what you're really reaching for is connection, isn't it? Maybe you're seeking guidance from someone who's walked this road before you. Maybe you're hoping for a friend or a mentor who will listen without judgment, someone who will help you figure out what being transgender means for you. And that's the heart of it, you. Being transgender isn't something someone makes you or teaches you to be. It's a realization, an understanding, a truth that comes from within. But support? Support is out there, and it's so important. Let's start with this. You are not alone. That might feel like a cliche, but it's true. Across the world, there are countless people who have asked themselves the same question you're asking now. Some may have whispered it in the quiet of their own minds, others may have shouted it from the rooftops, and many have found answers in between. The journey is deeply individual, but the desire for help, for connection, is universal. Who can help you? Well, that depends on what kind of help you're looking for. If you're at the very beginning of your journey and just starting to question, the best help might come from finding safe spaces to explore those feelings. These could be online communities, forums, or support groups specifically for transgender individuals. Places like these often become lifelines, especially for those who don't yet have local, in-person support. Maybe you're wondering if there's someone who can guide you through the practical side of being transgender. Things like coming out, transitioning socially or medically, or dealing with the emotions that come with embracing your identity. In these cases, transgender or LGBTQ+ organizations can be a fantastic resource. Many offer counseling, peer mentoring, and even workshops where you can meet others on similar journeys. Hearing someone say, "I've been there, too," can be incredibly powerful. There's also the role of allies. An ally doesn't have to be someone who's transgender themselves. It might be a friend, a family member, a teacher, or even a therapist who wants to learn how to support you. If you have people in your life who you trust, who you feel safe with, they might become some of your greatest sources of help. And if those people don't exist right now, that's okay too. Building your support network can take time, and you deserve to surround yourself with people who respect and celebrate you for who you are. Now, let's touch on something you might be feeling: fear. It's normal to be scared. When you're navigating something as personal as your gender identity, the world can feel like a very big, very daunting place. You might worry about being misunderstood, rejected, or judged. These fears are valid, but they don't have to define your journey. In fact, they're part of what makes reaching out for help such a courageous act. Every time you ask a question like this, every time you seek support, you're proving your strength. When you're ready, one of the most transformative things you can do is seek out a community. You'll find people who not only understand, but who are excited to help. They'll share their stories, offer advice, and remind you that you're part of something bigger, a tapestry of people from all walks of life who found their way to their authentic selves. In these spaces, you're not just someone seeking help, you're someone who belongs. But let's not overlook the professionals, because sometimes the best help comes from those trained to provide it. Therapists, counselors, and doctors who specialize in gender identity can be invaluable. They can help you process your feelings, navigate your options, and make choices that feel right for you. A good gender therapist, for example, won't tell you who you are or what to do. They'll help you explore your identity on your terms, at your own pace. If you're considering medical aspects of transition like hormone therapy or surgeries, there are healthcare professionals who can guide you through that too. This part of the journey can feel overwhelming at first, but remember, you're not obligated to take any steps you're not ready for. Transitioning, whether socially, medically, or otherwise, is deeply personal. It's about what makes you feel whole, not about meeting anyone else's expectations. Now, there's one more thing I want to say, and it's perhaps the most important. The question, is there someone to help me to be transgender, already contains its own answer. The fact that you're asking means you're seeking, and the act of seeking itself means you're on your way.
Help is out there, yes.
But you're also helping yourself just by acknowledging your feelings and taking steps to understand them. That's a profound and beautiful thing. So, let me leave you with this. You're not broken. You're not alone. And yes, there are people who want to help you, not to make you anything but to walk beside you as you become exactly who you are. Whether it's through the embrace of a friend, the wisdom of a mentor, the guidance of a professional, or the solidarity of a community, support is real and waiting for you. You're not just asking a question, you're opening a door. And on the other side of that door, there's a world of understanding, compassion, and yes, help. Step through it when you're ready. You've got this. As we come to the end of this conversation, let me remind you of something deeply important. You are enough, just as you are. Your journey, with all its questions, uncertainties, and revelations, is uniquely yours. And it is a journey worth taking. Asking, is there someone to help me to be transgender, is not just a question. It's a declaration of your courage to seek understanding and embrace the truth of who you are. That courage is already within you, guiding you forward. The world can be a confusing place, and sometimes it may seem like you're navigating it alone. But you're not. There is a community out there, a tapestry of individuals with stories, experiences, and kindness to share. There are allies waiting to support you, professionals eager to guide you, and spaces that are safe and welcoming for you to explore and grow. Help is not about someone telling you who to be. It's about finding those who will walk beside you as you discover your authentic self. Take a moment to honor where you are right now. Whether you're just beginning to explore your feelings or well on your way, every step forward is significant. Remember, you are part of a larger story, one of resilience, self-discovery, and transformation. So, hold on to this truth. You are not alone. You are part of something beautiful, and the world is better for your presence in it. Take each step at your own pace, reach out for support when you need it, and trust that there's a place for you, just as you are. Your journey is yours, but you don't have to walk it alone. The help you're seeking is out there, waiting to meet you where you are.
Keep going.
You've got this.
We hope you found the information helpful. We know that being transgender can be a difficult journey, and we want to do our part to make it a little bit easier. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel. It would mean the world to us. You can also support our work by joining our membership. This will help us continue to create content that is helpful and supportive for the community. Thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you next time.